Pastor George Borkard, and this is another Higher Things video short. It doesn't matter that it's okay with the world. That's the subject of today's Higher Things video short. Vanity Fair magazine, Bruce Jenner, upside down universe that we live in. What's up is down, what down is up. Our culture has completely changed in the last 20 years. What was evil 20 years ago is now on the cover of magazines, and what was taboo is now proclaimed as okay. And what was good now, standing up for what you believe, believing and having a strong moral base, believing that something is wrong and sticking to that, is now evil. The gospel of Jesus Christ, the truth that Jesus died and rose again, is now mockable in our world. And so in a world where up is down and down is up, it doesn't matter anymore that we get the acceptance of the world. It just simply doesn't matter. There will never be a point where you can say and get your friend to okay that you are against gay marriage. There's never a point in which you can get your friend to say that you believe that homosexuality is wrong, or that premarital messing around is wrong, or that people shouldn't live together before marriage. Or the best yet, Christ died and rose again for you, and that salvation is found in no one else. So either Jesus and his death and resurrection matter, and that's the only thing which matters, or everything else matters. I mean, that's really what's at stake here. Either we believe that Christ died and rose again, and that is what shapes everything we believe, or that takes a second seat to something else. John 12, it's in the Holy Week Gospel, and I've mentioned it 1,000 times in videos. The Pharisees believed that Christ died and rose, that Jesus was the Christ. They didn't believe he died. They believed that he was the Christ. But they didn't follow him. They didn't put their, they loved the glory, says St. John, of men more than they love the glory that comes from God. And that's a harsh word. Either the gospel of Christ matters, the death and resurrection of Jesus, our baptism, the body and blood of Jesus, either that means something or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, then everything else goes. I used to believe that we could tell the world, look, you give us the freedom to believe what we believe concerning these issues, these social issues, and that we have the freedom to say that that's wrong, and you have the freedom to do what you want to do, but we also have the freedom to say that it's wrong. But I was naive. The world will never accept anything other than the gospel being silenced. And so either Jesus Christ and him crucified is the place where we start and stop. We believe these things because we believe that Jesus died and rose again. We believe in traditional marriage because Jesus died and rose again. We believe that some things are just wrong because Jesus died and rose again. We believe that Jesus is the only way to salvation because he died and rose again. Or something else. Whatever that something else is. There's never going to be an in-between. And in this world where there's never going to be an in-between, the comfort that we have in the loneliness of walking this lonely road is that Christ did indeed die and rise again, and that he has given life eternal, and that there's no other name given unto men by which even people like us must be saved. Think about it. I'm Pastor George Borkard, and this has been another Higher Things video short.